Welcome to GREYS, your one-stop shop to finding winners across Australia from the world of greyhound racing. Host David Shortte is joined by Hall of Famer Neil Brown, Jason Campbell to look at Queensland and Tasmanian chasing, Sean Matheson looking at South Australian chasing, New South Wales expert Simon Orchard, and the Shane Train Williams rounds it out with his key plays and kennel mail in WA. Now, over to the team for this week's edition of Great Greys.
Good morning and welcome along to Great Greys on TAB Radio on this Thursday morning, the 17th of July 2025. Hope you're travelling particularly well. Let's get straight into it. Our first guest, the Shane Train Williams, about to join us online. Hello, Train.
Yeah, good morning, Shorty. Good morning, listeners. How are you, mate?
Going very well, thank you. Nice to be catching up for the second time today. Plenty to look forward to locally from the world of chasing over the next few nights. Friday night, excellent program and got heats of the Nambulla Cup races, 7, 8 and 9. Some really good sprinters going around in that series. Some good top grade chasing as well to look forward to there on Friday. And then on Saturday night, excellent card. We get to see some very talented up-and-coming middle distance types going around over the 601 metres, that mixed grade 4 and 5 series with heats races 7, 8 and 9 with some of our better potential stayers to look forward to as well. So two really nice series over the weekend.
Yeah, it certainly is. Got the WA bred stuff on the Friday night and then the middle distance dogs strutting their stuff on Saturday night. It's probably a few of them looking to step up to maybe the 700-metre national trip there, Shorty, on Saturday. So it'll be interesting to see a few of them runners on Saturday, how they come out of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And there are a few that there are question marks on as far as getting that extra trip, but a few of the ones that there are a few queries over have been running really good times over shorter trips. So sets up for some excellent racing there at headquarters on Saturday night. Before that, though, we need to build a bit of a bank. We've got chasing to look forward to tonight there at Mandurah. First race is at 6:46 this evening, a 12-race card and some good chasing throughout the course of the night. Who are you keen on for the punters to step into?
Yeah, I thought we'd kick things off tonight, Shorty. Race 5, number 5, Let Me Cook. Nice young dog going through the grades. One thing about her, she's got a really good turn of foot, and I think she can set the tempo here. She was having her first run in a month last week, so I think she might be able to strip a bit fitter for tonight's assignment. And plenty of depth in this race, but I want to be on the leader, which is Let Me Cook, and hopefully she can hang on at the end. Race 5, number 5.
All right, so let's go with the dog to spear to the top and just keep on trucking. Let Me Cook, race 5, number 5, currently at a decent price too, $3.60 there. The second of your key plays this evening at the Coastal Circuit?
Yeah, race 6, number 1, Come Find Me. It's a newcomer from Melbourne, Shorty. It's been spec'd in the betting. It's come into pretty short odds at the moment, so must be doing something on the trial track. It's a very consistent type. It's been top 3, 19 of 28 career starts, and draws a ready, which we've said numerous times is a very good leg up over the 488 Ben start. So great chance to break it stuck on the West on debut. Race 6, number 1.
Race 6, number 1, Come Find Me. It was a win there for back at the Meadows from box number 7, 30 and 47. And as you alluded to, very regular visitor to the podium post-race. Come Find Me, race 6, number 1 for Damien Credelli. And the third of your picks for tonight there at Mandurah.
Yeah, race 10, number 1, Shorty. I thought it was a little bit of value, this dog. Goes back into her favourite box, the red, for tonight's assignment. You only need to go back 4 and 5 runs ago where she drew the pole. She went 17, 15 and 7 and 08. Very quick early splits on them occasions. And like no doubt the 5's a very hard dog to beat. It's very short and lacks, does have a lot of ability. But I just thought the middle draw for it does take a step to get going and could be a bit tricky for it. And the red could be off and gone. A nice price. Race 10, number 1 to finish us off.
Yeah, make sure if you play novelties in that race, throw in number 3, Big Girl Kiki. It's starting to draw a little closer to the fence here and is a dog that does bob up from time to time at a big price. I know that's $14.250 tonight. I like it when it draws down near the fence, and it could absolutely throw a bit of value into Trifecta's first 4s tonight. But race 10, number 1, I do like when it draws a cherry, and that's the way that the train has lent. Warm favourite, Sublime, hard to beat, but I'll be working around with those 3 numbers in that particular race tonight. Looks a good opportunity to get involved with some novelty betting in race number 10. Anything else of significance for the punters, Train?
I've got a few newcomers starting this weekend, Shorty. I think they're both, you can keep your eye on both of them. Race 11, number 6, Ryko Tedesco on Friday night. training that dog for a couple of battlers of the thoroughbred world, Luke Finney and Grant Williams. So that'll be interesting to see how he goes. He's trialled up nice. And then there's a nice dog on Saturday night called Zenny Bale, who's having his first start at Kennington in the free-for-all ranks, and he's broken the 30 quite easily. So I did see $26 there on Tap Touch, so it's probably a little bit overs for him. But again, it strikes a hard race, but I think he'll be one to look forward to in the upcoming future.
Like it. All right, so Zenny Bale, the newcomer, and that's Saturday night, race 6, number 4. And on Friday night, late in the program for a couple of very powerful operators. Good luck to both Luke and also Puffer there with race 11, number 6, Ryko Tedesco. Beautifully done, Train. Appreciate your time as always here on Great Greys. I'll chat to you tomorrow morning on the Sports Daily. I think we normally get you around about 6:35 a.m. right after the traffic update there, and see if we can't find a few winners for the weekend of chasing upcoming.
Sounds good, Shorty. All the best, punters.
Thank you very much, Alex. Great to be catching up with you this morning. And JC, now good to go to have a look at all of the action tonight up there at Queensland. He now joins us on the program. G'day, JC. Nice to be catching up. How do we find you today?
Yeah, very well, Shorty. How are you, mate? How's your time off been?
The break was lovely, mate. Yeah, had a really good time there in Melbourne. Caught up with our great mates Patch Adams and Corey Smith, and we had a couple of quiet drinks and a bit of good catch-up. Was excellent to catch up with the boys there, and lots of footy and family time. Very, very enjoyable. How about you? How have you been seeing them?
Oh, not too bad, not too bad. Just trying to battle through these winter months in Sydney. It's been extremely cold over here. I'm sure it's been cold for yourself over there too, but can't wait for it to obviously heat up over the next couple of months and we get to spring and summer. Yeah,
big time. And generally when the good animals are racing, whatever code you are into. Well, let's have a look tonight. We've got chasing at the Q1 on the Lakeside Circuit, and also racing as always down there in Tassie. I'll handball across to you. You can take us through your best bets on the card tonight.
Yeah, I found 3 plays tonight at the Q1 Lakeside track, taking over the city races over there in Queensland. A little bit foreign to see city racing on one-turn tracks, but we do have the Q2 Parklands out of action, unfortunately, for the not-too-distant future. So we'll kick off in race 3 and playing the 1 here, teaming up with Tommy, the Prince of Ellis, number 1, Secret Story. I thought she was extremely unlucky last week from box 6. She hunted back to the fence and got a big don't argue from a few of the dogs underneath her. Gets back into box 1 here, has a wide runner in box 2. I think she'll make light work of her opposition. We'll then head to race number 8. It is the Ipswich Grand Prix. We've got Hara's Luna, box 1. I think she'll be extremely hard to beat. She is just starting to hit top gear, I reckon, Shorty. Her run last week was a run of coming to form, and she's only had a handful of runs in 2025, but I saw enough last week to suggest she is going to be back in the winners list very shortly, and hopefully that is tonight. Very similar to Secret Story. She's got a wide runner in box 2. I think if she can just posse up close enough, she should scrape the Dulux and prove too strong late in the piece. And I made race 10, number 4, Let's Go Frosty, the best on the program. I thought he was luckless last week in his Q1 debut. He just got dragged at a crucial stage, lost a couple of lengths, and he got beat by a dog by the name of Casino Special, who has since come out and won very easily at Capalaba in really fast time. So I think that's the right form line. He maps to get a clear run here despite the squeeze box. He's got a railer in box 3 and a wide runner in box 5. So I think if he can just posse up second or third, Shorty, we'll see Frosty get home, and hopefully we can make it a treble on the night.
I like it. Race 3, number 1, Secret Story. Race 8, number 1, Hara's Luna. And race 10, number 4, Let's Go Frosty. Anything for the punters tonight down there on the Apple Isle where they've got chasing at Hobart?
Yeah, found 2 plays down at Hobart tonight. Keep it short and sweet. Race 2, number 7, Fisherman's Wish. She returns from a little break here. I think she is one of the better graded dogs across the program. She drops out of free-for-all grade back to 5th grade company. And she bumps into a few dogs here. Fishy Business, who returns from a bit of a let-up. She probably doesn't have the class yet to contest with Fisherman's Wish. And Zali Keeping, she just seems to be plotting along, looking for more distance in time. So I think race 2, number 7 is a deserving favourite and should be extremely hard to beat. And race 5, number 3, Black Wave. She's been the bridesmaid, unfortunately, for her in connections over the last 3 weeks. She's run second in all those starts, but I think she gets a very, very good setup here. She beat Nutley Boy, who is the second favourite, comfortably a couple of starts ago, and she did have the measure of Bit for Donate in that race also. So I think both those greyhounds in races 2 and 5 are deserving favourites, and they're probably not the worst way to play a little multi there just to boost up the price.
I like it. 2-7, Fisherman's Wish, roll it into race 5. Number 3, Black Wave. That looks the double tonight down there in Tassie at Hobart, and Q1 Lakeside. We've looked at 3-1-8-1, 10-4. Magnificent work from you as always, JC. Really appreciate your time here on Great Greys. Good luck tonight, good punting, and also over the weekend, and already looking forward to our chat next Thursday. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Shorty. See you, mate.
You are tuned into Shorty and the team on Great Greys.
Shorty, I can just tell you, Grafton at this stage has been put back to 10:30. Don't have a reason just yet, and whether they stick to that 10:30 start time or not, I'm not sure. But at this stage, back to 10:30 a.m.
Okay, and we will be taking Ipswich at this stage, which is about 6 minutes away. But before that, let's catch up with the Hall of Famer Neil Brown to talk all things Sandown Greyhound racing on this Thursday night. Very good morning, afternoon in your neck of the woods. Neil, how do we find you today?
Yes, very well, David. Looking forward to greyhound racing tonight at Sandown Park. Second night of our Christmas in July promotion, and we had a lucky punter win 10,000 when he spun it up on the wheel last Thursday night. So a good start to the Christmas in July promotion, David, and might go off again tonight.
My goodness, what a night out at the track it would have been for that particular individual. Front up for a quiet night with some friends at the Dogs and go home with 10 large in the kick. That's a nice way to go about it, Brownie, that's for sure. We've got a very good program to look forward to tonight, a 12 racer. First race getting underway 20 minutes to 5 WA time. Let's get your thoughts for this early quaddie. There look to be a couple of nice types going around in the first of these this maiden final. Brad Greeno produced Super Freaky there last week to run 29 and 47. It's pretty hot work for a young dog. And Aston Countack was also steaming hot, running 29 and 33. They're the times of two young dogs that look to have pretty bright futures.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to take 254 in the maiden final. As you say, Super Freaky drawn very nicely in box number 2. I think he's the one to beat. As you say, 29.47 for a pup is humming along. But, they're maidens, and sometimes they don't reproduce again as they find their feet, so we'll take 5 and 4 as well. Second race at grade 7 here. Race number 2, I'm going to take 3, 7 and 8. I think the 3 looks the one to beat. Webleck Bow looks the leader. Not a lot of early pace drawn around him. I think he can lead and win. Take 7 and 8 as well. The race number 3 here, pretty open race, mixed 6th and 7th grader over the 5.15. I'm taking 3, 8 and 2. Got the 3 on top, Moonlight River. Solid effort last time here. Fast Geelong win in 25.60. And I think in an open race, we'll see if we can find it in 3, 8 and 2. Rounding off the early quad, race number 4, grade 5 here over the 5.15. I'm going to take 1, 2 and 3. I think the winner will come from those inside drawn greyhounds. Got uptight on top, well boxed. Good record here, 2 and 4 from 11. Narrowly beaten last week from the same draw. We'll take the other 2 for insurance, so we can find the early quad taking 3 in each leg. Moving to the main quad, really wide open first leg of the quaddie here, race number 5, a grade 4 over the 5.15. I've stretched it to 4 and couldn't miss it. 2, 8, 7 and 3. I've got the 2 on top for Snellen. Can lead, I think, fairly consistent out, and in a wide open race, I think he might be the best drawn here. The pink knockout Norm needs a bit of luck from out there. He's a little slow out in his races, but I think he's a chance. He races quite well at Sandown. The 7's a chance. Here comes Denzel in good form. Solid win last week here, but he had the red on that occasion, a bit harder from the 7 tonight. And I think the 3's got a chance too, Peaky Joe. It's racing well at races very well at Sandown, and is in reasonable form. 8 and 7 from 24 on the track. So wide open first leg. 2, 8, 7 and 3. Let's hope we can kick off the quaddie with the first leg. Race number 6, terrific free-for-all. Some outstanding greyhounds engaged here. I'm going to try and find it in 3, 4, 3 and 7. I've got Deadly Avenger on top. very high-class performer, rarely runs a bad race, terrific greyhound. Gets handy to the lead here with an empty box on his outside. I think he's the one to beat. Poor Oswald went super last week in a much easier conditioned race with only a 5-dog field. Good record here, and I think we've got to throw him in the quaddy. And 7, Flying Zulu. He's the quickest winning time of these greyhounds. Has one here in 28 and 84. He's won 9 on the track, and I think you've got to include him. 4, 3 and 7 in an outstanding free-for-all race number 6. Race 7, third leg of the quaddy here, grade 5 over the 595. I'm going to take 2, 1 and 6. Got the 2, Mapunga Smoky. Might just have a bit of class in this field. Well drawn. He's not the best beginner, but I think he can find a handy position in this, and from 2 would be the one to beat. My Amber, box number 1, an advantage. Looks the leader. It's been run down in their last couple of starts, but there's still a chance from the red. And I think the 6, Miss Jazz, just needs some luck, but is capable. There's 1, 2 on the track. And getting to the last leg of the quaddy, pretty good race here. Over the a free fall over the 595. I think it might be a repeat of the McKenna Memorial. I've got Fernando Duke, pretty keen about him. Think he can win from box number 1. He's a terrific campaigner. He loves Sandown. He's won 10 on the track and 6 and 4 from 12 over the 595. I think he's the one to beat. Going to take Intrepid Bale, racing well. Best of the night sprint win here last week, and he did beat Fernando Duke in their heat of the McKenna Memorial in 34.10 was a really good run. And I think we could include Whereas Barley always is thereabouts, and it's hard to leave him out. We'll take 1, 6 and 2 to round the quaddy off. Looking for some best bets, David. I thought there was a few, but a bit short. I'm going to go for a multi. I'm going for the Kayla Cottrell running double here in a multi, race 8 and 9. I think the young pup Compton Bale first start over the 595. Don't normally tip them first up over the distance, but from box 1, the 2 1s in a multi in races 8 and 9 as our best bet for tonight. So good luck and good punting at Sandown Park, David.
Beautifully done, Brownie. Appreciate your time as always here in Great Greys. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll chat again next week.
Good on you, David. Talk to you then.
Indeed, yeah. Looking forward to having a chat to Sean, talking all things SA Greyhound Racing. Hello, Sean. How do we find you today?
Terrific, David. Yeah, great to be on the show with you. Plenty of stuff happening in SA Greyhound Racing. Certainly a recent announcement. We're looking at increasing a lot of our main feature races, highlighted tonight with the Champion Puppy, which has increased to $25,000 in total prize money, and it's a raft of changes that we sort of announced late last week with the Adelaide Cup, moving to $200,000 in total prize money, along with a lot of other feature races. So really exciting times for us with our feature events in South Australia.
That's excellent news and a real fillip for the industry members across there in South Australia. A good opportunity when you're putting the prize money up. You generally get to see the best in Australia, and that's been a pretty general scenario for Adelaide for a significant period of time now. A lot of the dogs from all over the country getting across there to SA for all of the big races. Very, very exciting. And the Puppy Classic final itself tonight's a beauty. Jeff Britton in town with Mapunga Sage was excellent. Winning in 30 and 40 there last week. That's a pretty nice time standard. Dashing Geordie, the local star, has been running hot and was an excellent winner as well last week off box 8. Another of the Britain runners, Webleg Joel, comes up with box 6. Agent 21 for Benny Rawlings. Matty Lanigan's got a runner with Canyon Maroons. This is a star-studded lineup.
Oh, most definitely. And as you mentioned, I mean, a lot of these dogs very young in their careers and certainly will progress on to be wonderful greyhounds. Last year's winner's Infidel Trace. She went on to represent South Australia in the National Distance Championship. We've had the likes of Bothing, who won, again, also a National Distance Championship, also win the race. And Ernie Bungara has won the race previously as well, who went on to win our Group 1 Adelaide Cup. So it certainly produces plenty of outstanding greyhounds throughout their career. And as you mentioned, just to name a few there, with the likes of Dashing Geordie, Mapunga Sage, I imagine they're going to go on and have wonderful careers in the future.
Most definitely, yeah. When you're running those sorts of times as young dogs, there's a very bright future in store. That is for sure and certain. All right, well, let's get your key plays for the Big 12 racer tonight there at Angle, Sean.
Well, the key plays, the first of them does actually come up in our feature, and our feature is race 6. Because they're younger dogs, David, we've put it to race 6 instead of race 8 as where our normal feature would be. But race 6 is the champion puppy final worth $25,000. And as you mentioned, the greyhound I'm going to tip here is the favourite, which is Mapunga Sage, quoted at even money. She could not have been more impressive last week, as you mentioned, running 30-40, began well, showed really good mid-race and was really strong at the end. I just feel here from box 4, she'll benefit from last week's run. She'll come out quite well. I think she'll just sit on the outside of, possibly Agent 21 or Dashing Geordie if he begins quite well. And I just think that she has enough power there to get the job done. She won her maiden at Sandown in 29.44. This is only her 4th start. So she's got a big future ahead, really hard to beat. If you're playing the Quinella, I do actually like the 3-dog Canyon Maroons. Was that big odds opening around $19 into $11 for Matt Lanigan? She was also very impressive. So I think Mapunga Stage on top, but if you want to play the Quinella, Canyon Maroons, I reckon can get home nicely. All
right, so for the on top of Mapunga Sage, but play the 3-4 Quinella there in the feature. Race number 6 comes up at 6:43 WA time tonight. Second of your thoughts?
Second comes up in race 8, and it's number 7, Rev Leon for Kim Johnson. He drops back to Grade 5 company. He was last in Grade 5 company 4 runs ago when he ran a good second at Gawler over 400. But the last 3 runs, he's been running around in Grade 4s, taking on Mally Beauty, Woodside Johnny, Mally Beauty. 3 runs ago, he ran 3rd in 30.68. He held off a Fire. A Fire ran 4th, and a Fire's in the open company race. And again, I think back to Grade 5 company, drawn box 7, has won 2 and placed 2 times from 6 starts, so shouldn't worry about the draw and has enough speed. I just think should be able to get the job done from that wider draw for Kim Johnson in this slightly weaker company.
Very nice, and a good price too. Rev Leon, $6.50 on the downgrade tonight, and your final play there this evening at Angle Park.
Final one comes up in race 11, and it's number 7, Jubilant for Don Foster. A bit similar to Rev Leon, sort of dropping back a little bit in class. It's been taken on the dogs like Daintree Shady, Fear the Dragon, Cassoni. Again, running sub 31 in getting beaten. So on paper, doesn't look that great, 6.45, but he has been running quite well. And again, gets a slightly weaker race. Whilst he hasn't won from box 7, he has won 3 of 5 from box 8. So the wide draw doesn't seem to worry him. He's quoted around that $3 mark. And I think, again, he'll just roll forward and he should just be able to use just his strength that he's built up over his last few runs to get the job done.
Excellent. So we've got race 6, number 4, race 8, number 7, race 11, number 7 tonight at Angle Park. It's a busy little patch for Angle Park because we've also got chasing there tomorrow and Saturday for the time-graded meeting, and then Murray Bridge on Sunday. We've got a little over a minute to go before they jump at Kembla Grange here for the second. Take us through your thoughts for those 3 meetings.
Okay, so tomorrow at Angle Park, David, race 8, number 2, Dakota Mila for Colin Symes. Again, she should be leading this race over the 5:30. A lot of dogs need some luck to get home hard at the end of the event. She'll be out in front, be really, really hard to beat. On Saturday morning, the time graded, I like race 8, number 2, Lockabye Nitro for Wendy Sebastian. A good second last start in 1978. Again, she runs that sort of time. She'll be winning this race from a low draw. And on Sunday at Murray Bridge, race 11, number 2, Pet Detective. Anyone who backed Pet Detective last Sunday when he missed the kick and only just got nosed out, I think they'll get their money back this Sunday. Race 11, number 2, Pet Detective at Murray Bridge. Should hopefully see us out on a winning note.
Excellent. All about the 2s there. Angle Park Friday, 8-2 Dakota Mila. Race 8, number 2, Angle Park Saturday, Lockerbie Nitro. And Murray Bridge Sunday, race 11, number 2, The Detective, Pet Detective. Beautifully done. Appreciate your time, Sean. Thank you. All the very best. Enjoy that program tonight, and well done to all concerned. Great to hear those Phillips for the different feature race prize money levels across there in SA. Tremendous news. All the best, mate.
All right, thanks, David. Talk next week.
Indeed, yeah, the Olympian, the great man. It's wonderful to be catching up with him once again on this Thursday morning, and I'm pretty sure he'd be the sort of fellow that would be capable of doing a bit of damage at the Grafton Carnival. He now joins us on the program. Hello, Simon.
Oh, g'day, Shorty. G'day, listeners. Oh, mate, you got me a bit excited there just thinking about the possibilities of having a back-to-back Grafton Carnival experience with the Grafton Cup dog race wedged in between. Can you imagine the soreheads today mustering up for the thoroughbreds after yesterday's big day on track? And then, of course, Badger's Beast winning the big Grafton Cup Carnival last night up there in the Northern Rivers, mate.
What a star greyhound Badger's Beast is turning out to be.
Yeah, he's a ripper, isn't he? I think last check, maybe 3 times in his 37, 38 race career, he's missed the frame. Other than that, he's just been a perennial winner. And Pete Lagagioni, mate, I haven't seen him too emotional on track. I know the $1 Million Chase aside, but after they won the Thunderbolt, he embraced Dave Grundy, and it was a tearful embrace for a bunch of minutes. Told me to turn the camera off. He was getting so emotional. I said, mate, what's going on? Why are you feeling so emotional about this win in particular? He said this dog has just been so difficult to train, just from a niggle point of view. He said he's a beautiful dog. I think last night he said he's got a heart of Phar Lap, he's got a great personality, he's a loving specimen around the kennels, but just in terms of the little niggles and the little injury concerns over the years, he's been really tricky for Pete to get up and going. The win at the Thunderbolt meant even more, and now he's backed it up with a Grafton Cup victory. Who knows what's next on the agenda, but the $1 Million Chase was floated out there, and Pete, who's won 2 of them, said it's not beyond the realms of possibility. They've just got to get him back to 2 turns, so we'll see what happens with Badger's Beast in the next couple of months.
It's great to hear those backstories and why people do get so emotional, and every greyhound's different. They've got their own personalities and quirks, and for Pete to get really emotional like that gives you great insight into how much time and love and care gets into making sure that you have your athletes right at their top when these big races are on, and clearly he got a big thrill out of that. All righty, now we've got plenty of chasing all over the place as always there in New South Wales. I'll handball across to you, Simon. Take us through your best bets around New South Wales over the next few days.
Yeah, let's hope we can find a bunch of winners, Shorty. Casino this afternoon, for those who are listening live before this gets out on the socials. Race 3, number 7, Snake and Ladder. This dog went within 0.02 of the track record, I'm going to say back end of last year. Had a spell, was off the track for 3 or 4 months, and has returned with 2, not below par, but just not what he's sort of she's capable of, I should say. Today she gets a better price. Normally she goes around at prohibitive odds, but I think you're getting 220 or so for Snake and Ladder. Race 3, number 7, an absolute flyer up there at Casino. She's cherry ripe. I think she can return to the winner's circle for the first time in over 6 months. So 3-7 at Casino, Snake and Ladder. We turn our attention to Wenty Park tonight. Race 4, number 1, Shorty. I reckon Unleash in Miami is the best bet anywhere today. Again, not getting huge odds, but look at the record from the Reds. 6 from 6 from box 1. Loves Wenty Park. 3 wins from 5. Goes quick early, 5.46 average to the first section. You look through this field, there's not a stack of pace anywhere in the race. There's a scratching from box 3. So he's going to get even more room to move. As I mentioned, best bet anywhere today. I think he's going to be pressured by St. Omar for a while, but that dog's been racing over shorter trips at Goulburn and got ability. I think Unleash Miami for Pete Sims is cherry ripe and ready to win. 4-1, best bet tonight at Wenty Park. And if you want another play there, race 9, number 7, Magpie Hector. Jack Smith, since the great Palawa King has stepped away from the track, he's been looking for his next star. I think he's got a big opinion of Magpie Hector. Only had the 5 career starts, yet to miss the frame. Couple of wins amongst them. Wenty Park last time, 29-6-1 a week ago. I think this dog is one to watch for Jack Smith moving forward. That's 9-7, and it's a preferred box draw race, Shorty, so wants to be out wide. 9-7 Magpie Hector. And then just quickly, mate, we scoot ahead to Saturday night. A couple of good bets. Race 4, number 2, Zipping Avanya. This is proper paw on till sort of stuff. Some would say she's turning it up. She's run 2nd or 3rd in her last 9 starts, but I reckon she's a good dog who's just been running into some even better dogs. Honk Honk beater, absolute star. Out of Styles, a group dog beater. Alan Keeping went around in the Vic Peters beater. Zigzag Man's beaten her a couple of times. They're all group level dogs. This is a 5th grade. Race 4-2, Zipping Avanya, best bet on Saturday night. And then Zigzag Man, who I just mentioned, goes around 5-5 Saturday night. Has come back from Queensland, been racing in some good staying contests up there. He ran behind Firethorn 2 back, Shorty. Firethorn came out last night, ran 2nd in the Stayers Cup, beat dogs like Late Night News and Autumn Storm. So that form looks really good. It's a small field. I think Zigzag Man can land on the back of Sirabachi and just punch over the top. So 4-2 and 5-5, the two best bets Saturday night at Wenty Park.
Excellent. Casino, race 3, number 7, Snake and Ladder. Wentworth Park tonight, race 4, number 1, Unleash in Miami's the best of them. Race 9, number 7, Magpie Hector, not just for tonight, but pop him into your black book and follow through. Looks a really smart young greyhound, ready to fizz its way through the grades. And then Wenty Park, Saturday night, race 4, number 2, Zipping Avania, got the paw on the till. Hopefully Saturday night's payday. And race 5, number 5, Zig-Zag Man. Something you did pretty well with the hockey stick back in the day, a bit of zigging and zagging, Simon.
Feels like an eternity ago, Shorty. Now I'm running out on a Sunday in second grade here in Maitland, and people reminding me, not as fast as you used to be.
Oh, isn't it? It's a brutal scenario when Father Time catches up with you and people that you were running rings around start getting lippy. You think, oh, in my prime, what I might have done with you.
Mate, Father Time's undefeated, but don't you worry. The Maitland Rams second grade side primed for a big September. Look out.
I love it. We'll get on. Any markets that are available, we'll step in now. Good on you, Simon. Great catching up with you, mate. Look forward to our chat next week.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Hooroo, mate.
There we have it, Simon Orchard. Alex, can you just imagine that? A guy that's been an Olympian and represented his country on countless number of times, fronting up in a game of second grade on a Sunday afternoon and having probably people there that have barely even got close to A grade getting a little bit chirpy with him. That'd be a frustrating world, that is for
It's
sure.
a bit like an AFL player coming back and playing in, Merredin or Geraldton at country grade and the country folk getting stuck in, isn't it?
I gave the outdoor game away many years ago now, but the last season or two I played there were guys that you just absolutely owned for 10, 12 years that were starting to catch up with you, and that was the signal. It's time to hang up those boots and look back on good times and not get too crazy frustrated, because that's as he alluded to, Father Time. He's undefeated and will continue to be for the entirety of our lifetimes. Big thanks to you, Alex, for your work in here this morning, and everybody tuned in to Great Greys on this Thursday morning, and indeed earlier on today to the Sports Daily. Be back with Timmy Walker tomorrow morning and Taylor Cortland from 5:30 a.m. The Shane Train from 6:30, and then once that program is finished, we'll have Peter O'Neill and Jesse Earnshaw in here joining me for Chasing Winners, looking at Mandurah Friday and Cannington on Saturday. Don't forget a busy race day in store, of course, with Alex. And then later on this afternoon, straight up, the boys will be catching up from 3 with Mickey McGuan. That's always one of my favourite half hours of radio each and every week. And Alex, not sure if you heard there yesterday, but if you get the chance, Seb and Marty caught up with John Hunt to go back and reminisce through some champions of harness racing and Inter-Dominion moments. And it was some of the best radio I've heard in a long, long period of time. John Hunt is just an absolute doyen. Just hearing his voice brings back so many great memories of his wonderful calls in years gone by. So to hear him sort of sit down and go through his all-time favourites and some of the all-time magic moments from the Inter-Dominion series was absolutely special. So for a young bloke like yourself that enjoys the caper, I'd definitely recommend putting half an hour aside and having a listen to that. It was magnificent.
Certainly do that. I reckon my favourite ever race call is the 04 Inters final. Joe Fest, the Falcon Strike, Sokiola, one of the great race calls.
Extraordinary.
So I'll be going back and having a listen to that. Before we let you go, can the Dockers get over the top of the Pies on Sunday?
I'm not confident, but I would like to think they can get somewhere near them. If they get within a few goals, and I think they're certainly on the right path, but they are still the benchmark, the Maggies. They've got a few players out, but that was the case when they met over here earlier in the season, and Collingwood still found a way to win. They're a side that I just have enormous respect for, and I couldn't tip Fremantle, but I think potentially with a head start, or I think as a fan, if they got within a couple of goals and were right there in the mix, you'd probably be fairly happy with that outcome.
Beautiful stuff. Thanks, Shorty.
What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, visit gamblinghelpline.org.au.